Coming up on Good Morning Wilmington Live, creating opportunities one property at a time. Jumpstart participants Marcus Thomas and Chris Pitt stops by the plaza, along with Councilwoman Bregetta Fields, to talk about their work to move the fifth forward. And founder of Delaware's first Black-owned nail school, Monique Darby stops by to talk about the Academy's programs and services. Plus, the 2023 NBA G League champions, the Delaware Blue Coats, are on the plaza to talk about an action-packed season and the big win. This is a celebration you do not want to miss. You never know what will happen on the plaza. Tune in Monday, April 10th at 10 a.m. right here on DETV.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's happening? I'm your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, and on this lovely Monday morning, April 10th it is.
Yes, it is.
I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Vin. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm
Oh, my
wonderful.
gosh.
Little chilly this morning,
yes.
but
Yeah.
I know that the weather will it will get better throughout the week. But I'll still take the sunny weather.
I'll take it any day of the week. Like last week, it was hot, rain, cold, snow,
It's definitely
hail,
spring.
like
It's
tornado.
It's definitely spring right now. But how was your weekend and how was your Easter Sunday?
My weekend was really good. I did,
Okay.
again, absolutely nothing.
Oh, well,
Like
that's,
my daughter missed every Easter egg hunt there was.
was she okay with that?
She was good because
Good.
we dyed the eggs.
Oh,
some
okay.
eggs
So you guys kept busy at home, but it
Yeah.
was nice to rest.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. I'm just tired on the weekends.
Well, maybe because you're working so hard throughout, I don't know, you're
Yeah.
all over and you're
Did you say hungover?
No, all over.
I thought you said hungover.
I would never, you know better.
How was your weekend? What you do?
Well, obviously I
Work,
worked,
right.
as you know, at the restaurant, but I had the opportunity to have Easter off and spend it with the family. You know, I spend Sundays with my family as much as I possibly can
Yeah.
weekly. But Easter Sunday was extra special. I had family over, cousins from New York and New
Nice.
Jersey and Pennsylvania. So it was really special because all of my first cousins came together and we haven't been together for a long time. So it was really nice to
Oh,
just
nice,
be together
nice.
and just catch up. You forget those moments are so valuable and precious and actually priceless.
Yeah.
So I was very grateful for those moments we were able to share. We're all adults now, so you know we're
Yeah.
trying to catch up on what's going on with life, but just grateful to have that time. So it was a beautiful Easter.
So I have to ask, what was the dish of Sunday?
Ooh, what wasn't the dish of
Exactly.
Sunday? There was so much food. I know that between my mom and my sister and my dad, they all love to cook. They all love to cook,
Okay.
and we love to accommodate everyone
Right,
that's
right.
coming over. So, you have an allergy? That's okay. We'll make something for you.
You got someone no peanuts.
Right. My sister's really good at that, and I guess that's just from our natural ability to accommodate because of working in the restaurant.
Right.
We're always accommodating allergies and dietary needs, so it's natural to us. So
Right.
we love making everyone smile and bringing
Okay.
everyone joy with food that we bring to the table. So we had a variety of pasta, that's for sure. Of course, we
Yeah,
had
for
the
sure,
pasta.
right?
We had, oh gosh, you name it. We desserts, the desserts.
Did your dad
galore.
make something this?
So my dad was in charge of he was in charge of the barbecue. So he was in charge of grilling up the barbecue.
Okay.
Yes, Dad had that job, but Mom was in charge of the pasta and the sauce, and she
Right.
did a great job. And my sister, she did everything else. She's the baker. She made, actually, she made delicious. I didn't know she could do this. Okay, I knew she could cook. I knew she could bake, but I didn't know that she had the ability to make carrot cake cupcakes, like miniature carrot cake cupcakes.
Okay.
So you just went and you just grabbed the whole thing, and it was, you
Well, you know
couldn't stop.
tomorrow's National Cupcake Day here at DETV. All right,
Did you hear that, Margarita?
Yeah, Margarita, we're gonna need you to hook a brother up. All right.
Very good cupcakes. I was impressed. I was
Okay.
like, Margarita, where did you learn how to make the carrot cake cupcakes? Delicious. I swear, the way, just the presentation alone, I thought she picked it up from a bakery.
Okay.
I really did. I was like, what bakery did you go to? She's like, no, I made them. I'm
Oh.
like, when did you have time? We're working all week and weekends. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, it was a special day, again, coming together, and we enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
so.
Well, we got a beautiful show today, an awesome lineup. Again,
yes.
some capeless superheroes that what we like to call, I think we need to make that a real big thing because there's so many wonderful people that are doing some great things here in our city and the state.
And we are so fortunate that we have the opportunity to meet all of these influential people. And I think that is what's so special, that we give them an opportunity to get that message out, but also we're learning too. And I love that. And I always say to everyone that asks me, oh, how do you love being a host of a morning show? Well, I feel so lucky that I get to meet so many influential leaders throughout the state and the community. So it's been really special.
So before can we just tell them who we have today, and then we'll get back?
So first up on the lineup, we have Marcus Thomas, Councilwoman Fields, 5th District, and Chris Pitt, and then we have Monique Darby.
Okay.
I'm actually really excited to chat with
I see you holding your fingers out.
I'm really excited to chat with
get the nails
Monique.
done?
Yes, so excited to chat with her and what she's offering the community. And then last but not least, this one's really exciting. So we have our very own, it's the Blue Coats head coach.
Come on, say what's
Colby Carl, G League champ. Right?
Yeah, the champs. The Blue Coats won their championship this weekend, this Friday. Coach Colby will be in the building with some players from the Blue Coats.
That's so cool.
Can't wait to talk to them. But before we talk, and while we're talking about games, we have a game that Najee put together. Our producer provided us with this game to celebrate the holiday. Okay.
And
all right. I'm not going to wear the bunny thing because my head too big.
It's okay.
That's like an infant size. Like, I'll miss that one.
My bunny ears might be a little lopsided.
And these glasses, I think, do they work? Do they work?
What do we think?
Okay.
All right. We did not plan this. Okay, so Najee, our producer, she informed us that she had a fun game for us to play, just celebrating the Easter holiday. And I guess, just getting into the spirit, we have to select an Easter egg, and there's, I guess,
is that how this works?
Yeah, select an Easter egg, and there's some stuff inside. I guess.
There better be some bread, some money in here. I'm that new bunny.
Oh, candy. Okay, so I got candy.
I got a letter. I got a letter.
All right. Uh-oh.
Okay, what baked? Oh no, this is your question. This is your.
My question.
Okay. What baked good is associated with Good Friday?
Okay. Well, I can only speak from experience from my Italian heritage. That's all I can speak of.
Okay.
So on Good Friday, my family and we bake a traditional dish which is called scalcione, and the translation is an onion pie. Okay. So that's what I can speak on for what we practice in the Italian household.
That's far from this one. Hot cross buns.
Okay, well, there you go.
All right.
Well, learning something new. Okay, I got a question. Here we go.
All right.
Okay. You should know this one.
Okay.
What is the Sunday before Easter called?
Equinox Sunday? Palm Sunday. I'm totally wrong. I'm like,
that's all right.
My mom is going to kill me.
I'm getting all the candy. So Najee, when do we start?
She back there tripping right now. She probably on the phone. Sending text messages. It's Palm Sunday. You should know better.
Oh goodness. You should be asking me these questions. I'm ready for it. Here we go. Ready?
All right.
What is the 40-day period before Easter called?
What? Right. Lent.
Lent.
And now Ursuline Academy is about to call me and be like, you should know better. I'm done with these damn questions.
Wait.
Oh my God.
You gotta get me.
I got you.
Hopefully it's not too complicated.
Yo, I know. Oh my gosh. I know Ursuline is over there tripping right about now. Like, Ivy, you should know better. All right. Where's the most popular Easter parade held?
Okay. New York?
Okay, you got that one. All right. We might as well keep you going. Shoot.
Do I get points?
You get points.
What do we get for
10 hot cross buns. Okay.
Look at all this candy. Oh.
Which holiday sells more candy? Easter, Halloween, or Valentine's Day?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh, okay. It is.
So I know for a fact, because I studied this, I had to study this, as weird as this sounds. Valentine's Day is the most popular day for chocolate, but I think Halloween is the most popular day for all candy. Am I right?
Yeah. But you know what's crazy about Easter? And I'm a candy fanatic that just happen to be diabetic, right? Like, I walk in the store and they have all the damn Easter egg like candy that you haven't seen all year.
Sounds like money.
That sounds like some bread, some change.
I'm gonna keep that one.
Oh, you gonna keep that one? She gonna keep that one. She look, that's her meter. That's her meter.
Wait, I wanna ask Ivan another question. I hope we have more time.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, what is the most popular Easter candy? Oh.
Jelly beans.
No.
Easter egg.
No, come on.
What is it?
Jelly beans I thought jelly beans was good.
I thought a jelly bean, what is it? Those marshmallow peeps? Mm-hmm. Oh man, they will have you in ER quick. Like, have you ever had those? Like a lot of those?
Yes.
Like 2?
Yes, that's all you need is
God.
just 2.
Yo, your stomach be like a witch's brew when you finish with it. All right, what's another name for Easter? This is more on the Christian side of things.
Okay, I should know this.
They gonna call you. Bernice gonna call you.
I know, Mom's gonna call me.
My mom gonna call you.
Okay, it is Resurrection Day. He has risen. I'm just thinking.
You're good. Resurrection Sunday.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, she said Resurrection
Okay,
Day.
I'm just thinking
She's about
of
to start singing some old gospel songs, some black gospel songs for a minute.
Well, Najee, thank you so much for organizing this fun game. I will take the one that sounds like money with me. And we appreciate that. We always like to have fun, so we appreciate the creativity.
And before we go to break, there was, coming out the Lieutenant Governor's office, Delaware, let me see, Monday, April 10th, tonight at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. is the Delaware Prescription Opioid Settlement Distribution Commission presents the listening tour and community forum at the Canaan Baptist Church. Okay. So make sure you go check that out tonight between 6 and 7. Opioid is an insane thing that's happening here in Delaware. Yes. And Delaware is ramping up its messaging for opioid. So make sure any information that you need, go to delaware.gov and check the calendar to see what other events are going on about opioid or anything else that might be plaguing our community, and check out their forums. All right, we'll be right back after this break. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're coming back with Councilwoman of the Year and her peeps, Pitt's development, right? Pitt, what is it? Oh, they cleared on me? They cleared on me?
Pitt Pass Development.
Jumpstart participants Marcus Thomas and Chris Pitt, along with Councilwoman Fields.
The American dream of homeownership is very much alive, but the effects of COVID are still being felt in families across our state, from Sussex County to Wilmington, and with each passing month, they are facing foreclosure and homelessness. If you are at least 30 days behind in your mortgage, the Delaware Mortgage Relief Program may be able to help. Every Delaware homeowner is eligible for up to $40,000 in mortgage assistance to help bring you current on your monthly payments. So don't wait. To apply for the Delaware Mortgage Relief Program, call 888-303-4324 or visit demortgagehelp.com. Act fast to save your home, yourself, and your family.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances. And now, I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Looking to jumpstart your teaching career in Delaware? And make up to $50,000 with full benefits? Then look no further than Kingswood Early Learning Academy, where you can make a difference and earn the salary you deserve.
Welcome back. So first up on the plaza, we have a group of individuals that are doing amazing things on the west side, making it home for some people. Welcome to the plaza, you amazing developers. Oh my God. Marcus Thomas, Councilwoman Fields, and Christopher Pitt. How you doing?
Hello, good morning.
All right. let's just get into it. What the heck are y'all doing on the west side?
Well, let me just correct. It's the 5th district. We're working throughout the 5th district.
The 5th district.
Right. So some people don't understand. West side is on the west side of 95, which is the lower hilltop, Tilton Park, Cool Springs, and the tip of Little Italy. West Center City is on the east side of 95. And then that's West Center City, Quaker Hill, and then Trinity Vicinity.
Okay.
So when you're on a whole nother side of town, you're just gonna call the 5th District West Side. But when you're addressing the 5th District, you gotta say the 5th District, or you gotta say the neighborhood. So yeah, so we're working in West Center. These gentlemen are working in West Center City and the Lower Hilltop.
Nice.
The entire 5th District.
All right, so first of all, let's see, how did you two get with her, or her get with y'all?
Here's my thing. In order to get through the west side or the 5th District, the gatekeeper is Councilwoman Fields.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
And so before even getting involved with the project, we wanted to just have a conversation with Councilwoman Fields, just to let her know that we see the vision, right? We understand that there's a need for change in the community, especially when it relates to blighted concern. Right. Yeah. So having that conversation with Councilwoman Fields, if you know her, she's very passionate, especially about the city, but more specifically the 5th District. And so she was super on board with the vision, not only for myself, but for Chris and his company as well.
Well, before we continue, I would love to let our viewers just get to know a little bit about your backgrounds. I think that's super important. Everyone knows Councilwoman Fields around here, but I definitely want to make sure that they understand first your backgrounds and then go back to how you guys came together. So Marcus, would you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. Kid born and raised from good old city of Wilmington, Delaware, specifically the north side of Wilmington, Delaware. I'm sorry.
Yes, sorry about that.
Yeah, born and raised here. Had an opportunity to see the city in a way that made me understand that there is a passion within the city, specifically when it relates to housing. Right. I remember times growing up walking throughout the city when there wasn't as many bus routes, and to see, fast forward, some of the homes that used to have so much laughter, right, and so much memories no longer be there, right? And I told myself if I ever got into a position to be a builder or an operator, I would spend the majority of my emphasis time with the city that I grew up in.
Right.
So went to high school here, graduated from Sally's, and went down the path of college, but didn't specifically think I was going to be a builder or a developer. I think a lot of us get in this field by accident, what it is by pure design, right? And so here we are, fast forward, working on our first redevelopment project in the good old city of Wilmington.
How's it feel?
Awesome.
It is a phenomenal journey, right? But it's good work.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris?
Myself, to this point, I grew up in a community of this nature, whatnot, from a different community, but I spent a lot of time in Wilmington. I went to Temple University, so I had a lot of friends here over the years. I came to Wilmington, and to this point, just realizing, wow, certain things here and dynamics in Wilmington is just not facing the challenges just around the country, that how you can help this city, because it has so much things to offer if you take time to look at it. So real estate has always been in our background. I've done it for over 20 years, really specialized in community development. So to this point, the gatekeeper, Councilwoman Fields. So that was one of the first things we do. Actually, me and my partner was on a Jumpstart Wilmington, and we overheard her passion, right, of what she wanted to do. And we know how hard it is. I think we know that it takes a lot, right, for that. It's not a simple plan. It's more strategy. It's more intimate. You really have to sit down and understand your community and the community needs. You got to have the right people on board. It's not like you can come with this great marketing plan, like, hey, this is what we're going to do for you. And it just happens these days. You got to have the buy-in, and she's tremendous at doing that. So that's how we kind of came together based on that.
Wow. So let's talk about the project over at on the 5th District. What is it?
So the project that we have going on is 505 West 4th Street. And I think before I even speak about the dynamics of that project is just to give a little bit of understanding of the 5th District, but more importantly, the Quaker Hill neighborhood. I think Wilmington, a lot of folks don't understand the history behind Wilmington, and there's a tremendous amount of history as it relates to the Quaker Hill neighborhood. Yeah. Thomas Garrett, someone from the 18th century, was someone that had a huge risk, I guess, but more importantly had a huge shift in black people during that time period. That meeting house actually was said to be a place to help not only Harriet Tubman, but to help supposedly about 2,700 slaves become free. Wow. Right? There's a lot of history within that neighborhood, especially from an architectural standpoint, right? Those homes are beautiful from an aesthetic standpoint. And this project in particular is 4,900 square feet. It's been vacant longer than I've probably been alive.
Wow.
Right.
Now what you said, 505?
Yeah. So it's right on the hill, right? And I go back to what I was saying about, being a builder for me specifically wasn't by accident, it was by design. And being that this is the first project that we're working on, it's very ironic that it sits at the hill. And we want to make a statement, right? And the statement is we're here to rebuild, and we want to make sure that we put a product out there that have folks understand that they have a home and have an oasis, right? So it's 4,900 square feet of an apartment building. It's 3 units, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 full bath on each floor, about 1,800 square feet each unit. And so that's phenomenal. Just think about from a family's perspective.
Yes. Space.
Right, and I don't think a lot of people understand that there is a need not only from a home ownership standpoint, but also from a rental standpoint. I think the number last time I looked at it was a few thousand people that have vouchers but don't necessarily have a home.
Right.
And I think it's important not only to have an oasis to call home, but also have a landlord that understands the need and understands what people specifically need to live in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I appreciate you sharing that background with us because I do think it's important to share that with our audience that you're preserving history too. And you're keeping that alive and making sure you're reminding everyone of that history because it has been so long and people forget.
Yeah.
And it cannot be forgotten. This needs to be reminded. So I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah, and again, it's affirming a few things, but more importantly, representation.
Yes.
Right. As a black builder, as a black operator, this space has an interesting narrative to it, being in that industry, and things have shifted in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Chris can attest to this, but representation is so important, and also making sure that we're inclusive to making sure that the right people help us along the way to rebuild this city.
Right.
And that brings us to Councilwoman.
That's perfect segue.
People right. Side by side.
When they came to you with this idea, what did you see? And what made you say, you know what, we're going to get this done?
Well, we sat down, we had, I think we had tea or coffee or something like that. And, and I said, I think you guys already know, I'm like straight to the point. Right. You got 15 to 20 minutes. I need to know your mission, your vision. What do you want? What are you going to do? And then what do you need from me?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then show me what you can actually do for my community.
Right.
So with that being said, he was very, he explained everything. He talked to me. And so my thing was, and I'm learning, right? Right. Because I don't know if a lot of people understand, but to be in the position that I'm in, you really need to understand the language of developers so that you can make sure that your community is, informed.
Right.
Like, I need to be informed so I can inform them.
Right.
So I'm like, so where's the picture at, right? He says, picture of, I said, the picture of the he was like, you mean a rendering? I said, oh, okay. So he shows me a render, so he shows it to me, and it looked really, really nice. Right. Do you know what I mean? And so we continue, and I was like, okay, you know what, let's go with this. Right. So we continue to have a conversation, but you also have to know, in the city of Wilmington, and this is just how I grew up. For years in the 5th District, especially in West Center City, we've always had developers that came into the community, but never had that conversation with those people who actually live there.
Right.
So what I do is I strongly encourage the developers to make sure that they attend the community meetings, the association meetings, because those people are going to be the ones that's going to be affected by your development. So, you know, that's a whole nother part. You know, I need my developers who come into the community to understand this is a community effort. So, you know, you just can't come in, build, and then walk out. Nah.
Because that's what we're used to. That's what we're used to.
Yeah, but that's what we're used to. So my thing is I'm changing those dynamics. Do some of them like it? No, they don't. But you know, like you said, I'm the gatekeeper. So, you know, I strongly encourage them to, you know, I don't want to say, you know, you can't do it or whatever, but just have that conversation. Just don't go over top of me and think you're going to get something done.
Understood.
So, and you know, I'm just saying it now, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But honestly, you know, good plan. He talked to Quaker Hill Association. He actually came to a new meeting that we have. It's called Western City Neighborhood Association. He talked about his. He talked about it there as well. So the community was okay. They bought into it. They're happy to have it. And that's to me, that's what helps the community move forward. That's what's going to keep the 5th District moving forward. We're not going backwards, we're moving forward. And with that being said, we're going to go on the other side of 95.
That's right.
We're going to talk about the Lower Hilltop project that Pitt Pass Development, they're working on.
Yes.
So that's a good segue as well.
I see this is like segue heavy.
Well, you know, she did have a great vision. I think we appreciate the most is like she understands that we're not competitors, we're collaborators. Like we all. It's a lot for everyone to do here. So for our conversation, part of the conversation was, you know, where's your most needed area? And she said it's the Hilltop. And it's a lot of, you know, money going to the east side. It's a lot of money going to, you know, Quaker Hill. She's like, West Center City and the Hilltop, what can you do for me, right? So I explained to her, I said, what is your vision? And she always kept bringing up home ownership. I'm like, well, you know, that is something I've done really well for 20 years of my life, right? I said, so we can definitely put this together. We're not only community developers, but we also strongly pro-advocate for home ownership. So we started to talk. And I said, hey, I got this idea. I said, we have a program. I said, I'm pretty sure you're going to be down for it. She was like, what do you mean? I'm like, we're going to create homeowners. I said, you said we got to buy into the community, right? I said, well, what if we start this program here that all we're going to do is give home buyer workshops. Not only are we going to do that, we're also going to have them doing follow-up each month. I'm like, would that be something that you think you'll be interested in? She was like, sign me up. When do we start? Sign me up. Just find a place. So what we call this pursuit home. I actually have the show on today. Because what he was saying is like, what we're also educating the community, right? So
very important.
It is, what they don't understand is like they're looking at a lot of the problems, but to his point, there's a lot of good things that happen into Wilmington, right? And we want those individuals to look at not only just, the first thought is dream home, right? When they see this thing on Redfin. I train them and I try to get her on the same team and look at more of an asset, right? Like, if you can't get the dream home, people get upset when it's just the starter home they settle for. So they have that feeling it's not the same for them. I teach them to have a generational starter, right? Find something that's going to create wealth for you, right? And that happens in these communities. You may not look pretty today, but in 5 or 10 years with more people like me and Marcus coming to town, more people, she's completely adding people to her Rolodex that are coming in doing great work. It's creating value in that neighborhood. And we want them to be part of those economics. And we're going to train and teach them to understand, like, it's not Redfin, but your bank account will benefit from it. You just got to stay with the program.
Amen.
No, I love this. This is a great collaboration. I mean, Councilwoman, hats off to you for that. And you know what I appreciate that you did say, Ivan, I have to make note of this and highlight it again. I love that you said that you're making sure that whatever developer is coming through, you're making sure they're connecting with the community.
Absolutely.
Because change is scary, right? With anything. And this is big development. This is not little development. And it could be very scary for the community. And the fact that you're trying to bridge, you know, a connection and make that connection, make people feel comfortable, confident. We're here to help you. You help us. We help you. It's stronger together, right?
Absolutely.
I love that you made note of that and you said, you can't get through me, we got to talk first. We got to talk, we have to have a conversation before you go past me. But that you have to do that, and that's why you're in your position to be that voice for your community.
You know, it's funny, Vincenzo, I got a phone call maybe about a month ago from Tom Webster out of Philadelphia. And he's like, yo, Ive, you got to bring these brothers on. You know Tom?
Oh, absolutely. Black Squirrel.
He's like, you got to bring them on. They're doing wonderful things in the community.
Right.
And I see now what he's talking about.
Right.
And they had a special about you guys on NBC, right?
Right, that's correct. So, I thought it was very important for us being a young development company. So we went through, so for us, it's really being an example, right? So we're saying, look, it's very hard to be a developer. That's just flat out, right? We don't have the same access to capital. We don't have the same connections and relationships. So we're always building it, and it's a long horizon. So Tom West would have a great program called Black Squirrel, and it calls Philly Rise in Philadelphia. So we went through the program. It was, I don't know, maybe 400 companies that went through it. They only picked 12, and we was one of the 12.
One of 12.
And we got featured on CNBC, so that was that very awesome.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
I love it, I love it. All right, 10-year plan for that area or the company.
Right.
Where do you see yourself in 10?
That's a good question. I think the biggest thing is economics. We've made a commitment as a development company that from an economic standpoint, we want the folks that are from the neighborhood to be involved. And what I mean by that is folks that have the credentials, right, that have the trade. It doesn't make sense for us to, venture off to someone outside of the state, right? We should be pouring those dollars into the folks that can do the work and can do good work, right? 10 years, we believe that we'll be able to do millions of dollars as far as deploying that capital to those small business owners, right? Because Wilmington thrives off the small business owner.
Very true.
Right? And for us as a company, we focus on public-private partnerships, right? Ray Fitzgerald, Andy, those guys from Wilmington Housing Authority have an amazing vision as it relates to from a housing perspective. I think us locking in together, we'll be able to rebuild the city in such a better way, specifically the 5th District.
Yeah.
So as far as from a 10-year stand, we see the city in just even a better position than where it is now. It's already in a great position, but we're going to put it in a more phenomenal position.
Awesome.
Councilwoman, where you see your district at in 10?
I always say that the 5th District is like the hole in a donut. And what I mean by that is on the left side, you have the riverfront. Behind me, I have the downtown. On the other side of me, I have still downtown, and then I have Delaware Avenue, which is 8th District. And then at the top, I have Union Street.
Right.
So if you think about all the development that's going on around me, right?
Right.
I'm slowly closing that donut.
Right.
I'm slowly closing that hole. So what I see is in 10 years, that hole will be totally closed, and we will be, it's going to be an entire, it's not going to be just development around. It's going to be the entire city of Wilmington.
Yeah.
And the 5th District is going to be it. They're going to want to be in the 5th District, trust me.
I hear that.
They're going to want to be there. I grew up in West Center City.
Yeah.
Right. So to grow up there, to see where it was, right, and to see where it's at, and to have that vision, and to have minority developers and people and other organizations that sees the vision that I have. Listen, I'm just moving it forward, and I'm just excited because I know what can be done.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to say we do need partnerships. You know what I mean? Right. We do need entities to buy in. We need these WSFS. We need Highmark. We need these other people to understand. Listen. We live in the 5th District, but we can see your building. So if you have workers coming through here, don't you want them to drive through a neighborhood that is thriving, that is beautiful? So, throw us some cash, throw us some money. See, help us.
Give us the support
give us the support that we need in order to close that hole in the donut. So I definitely see, 5th District being,
I hear that.
I look out here, I'm not gonna pop my car, but I actually see us moving forward.
Got you. How about you, Chris?
10 years from now, I just really hope that we can drive through those same neighborhoods she's saying, and they're just completely transparent, like they change, right? We want to be able to go in and say, wow, we built a community, right? We turn these vacant homes to now it's community, seeing people with laughter, right? Walking the streets again.
And home ownership.
Going there with that,
right,
sir.
Yes.
And what more important for me is, like, I really want to get to past the first-time home buyer and really get them to start thinking about being an investor, right?
Yeah.
To his point, economics mean everything, right?
Yes.
You can start viewing properties as an asset instead of a home sometimes, because we're first generation a lot of times in the neighborhood, so you need every chance you can get.
Right.
A house is a great way to make that a part of your wealth starter, in my opinion, right? So I really want to train people on that. So the people we're talking to on that, they're so afraid they can't even buy their first house. Now they're looking at rental properties. Now they understand the power of passive income and things of that nature. That changed the community as well. Circulate more dollars within that community to apply for better things and better services. So that's why I see us doing it in 10 years.
Well, gentlemen and Councilwoman, I definitely appreciate you guys for what you're doing in the community. A lot of guys get out of the community and don't look back. But things coming back to rebuild the community and help make it flourish. Councilwoman, thank you for everything you do. And I know you got something to say about what's going on in your district. Go ahead, knock it out.
Yes, first of all, again, thank you. Thank you all for the platform. Again, like I said, we are moving the 5th District forward. So we have some community meetings coming up. So on this Saturday at William Hicks Anderson Community Center, we are having the West Center City Neighborhood Association meeting from 10 to 11:30. It's going to be in the art room downstairs. We encourage the entire, 5th District to come in. We are really focusing on the West Center City, Quaker Hill, and Trinity vicinity, but everyone is welcome to hear what's going on. What we do in those meetings, we basically tell everybody what's going on. I mean, we already know what the problems are, right? So we're working on those, but I want to encourage the community to come out just to hear what's going on. We also have another community meeting, and this is West Side Coalition. Their meeting is next Wednesday. Okay, and that's going to be Zoom at 6:30, and I'll give you the information for that as well. And then on the 22nd, we have the town hall for Pursuit to Own. So what we're doing is we're telling those people that's on the phone calls that came to those the workshop that I had, like 100, I had 200 one time, 200 one time, 175 the next. So we're encouraging them to come to this town hall to get them, get them pumped up again, right? We want them to understand, like, this is what we're doing for you. Generational wealth is key to rebuilding our community. Now, is every block beauty? No, but if we can get the city to work with us to help beautify particular blocks where we have homeowners, that's willing to purchase homes. So it's beautification, it's facade. So I'm putting that out there because I need that. I need that help with that. So saying with that, with the city working with me, with other sponsors.
We add to that, and a big part about it is what we learned is, out of the 200 people, really get more focus for the people here in Wilmington, right? So it's also about buying in Wilmington, understand the benefits of buying, teaching them understanding how to identify paths of progress in your neighborhood and how to take advantage of it. So definitely want to make that important.
Yeah, that's key. That's it.
It's all about home ownership.
Look, I'm putting it out there, home ownership.
Yep, 22nd of April. Where can people learn more about a website or contact information?
Sure. You can Pitt Pass Development Group will have information on as well. We're actually creating a Pursuit to Own landing page right now. It's not up today, but in 2 weeks it will be up. So we can contact them. You can always reach out to your Councilwoman Fields.
Always. Email or call my office, leave a message, and I'll make sure that you get the information.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
For us, it's just ChristopherAlexanderLLC.com or through email, mthomas@CAHBM.com. And I think just to add one last thing, when we talk about education, there is, for me at least, I knew a long time ago, I tried to figure out, hey, how do I become a developer, right? There's a program, right, that I think a lot of folks need to take advantage of if you ever want to become a developer. Jumpstart.
That's it.
It is a big shout out to Deanna, Samira.
Absolutely.
I start next week.
Nice.
I'm telling you, we should be seeing you in the community then, right? They have such a phenomenal program. Aziz Weeks, they really are about the community and teaching people how to become a developer.
There you go.
One more thing, I'm sorry, and I know you got a little commercial break, but I got to plug it in. So on April the 29th, we are doing a Lower Hilltop cleanup.
Okay.
It's going to be myself along with our councilwoman at large, Maria Cabrera, and we're going to do a cleanup. And my community partners are going to put some, help me with some gloves and stuff like that. Partnership, but we're going to have a big thing. So what I'll do is I'll just send you the flyer once the flyer is done, and I'll ask you just to put it out. But April 29th.
Excellent.
All right, cool.
All right.
You don't got to ask, girl. Again, make sure you check them out. The guys are doing amazing things in the community. But most of all, what are you doing in your community? Are you picking up trash? Are you feeding the homeless? Are you clothing someone that's cold or needs something to wear? Make sure you do your part. They're doing their part, and make sure you do your part. And that's how we change Wilmington. We'll take a quick commercial break.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Owner of Royal Spa and Nail Academy, Monique Darby, is up next.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great, great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware. And now, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
Welcome back, everyone. Next up on the plaza, we have the owner and founder of Delaware's first ever Black-owned Nail Academy. Please welcome to the plaza, founder and owner of Royal Spa Nail Academy, Monique Darby. Good morning, Monique.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So excited you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh no, it's our pleasure.
Yes, it is.
It's
Because
our
these
pleasure.
girls,
Yes. All right, well, tell us a little bit about yourself and about your academy.
Born and raised in Wilmington, Delaware, from the north side of Wilmington as well. Growing up, I didn't see anyone that looked like me behind the nail desk. So fast forward to 2018, I'm sitting in my cubicle at the courthouse and I'm like, I need a hobby. I started nail school 2018 in February. Graduated, did nails for 2 years. What is it called? What happened in 2020?
A pandemic.
The pandemic came.
And I know it's a year we want to forget. Trust us.
Well, that was a significant year for me. I worked from home come May, June, July. I worked from home and I did nails full time. So I had a full-time job and I started doing nails full time. Made $15,000 in 3 months just by doing nails, not the full-time business.
Right.
And from there, I have carpal tunnel. So I was like, I can't do this for another month. I need to find something else to do. And that December, I started nail instructor school. Graduated from nail instructor school. I said, I'm going to open me a nail school. I wanted to give the people in my community an opportunity to let them have the same opportunities as other people.
Yeah.
My school is in the city of Wilmington. It's on a bus route. It's affordable pricing. I work with high school kids full-time during the day, so I have an advantage with things, and everything is coming along perfect.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's amazing, and I love that you took something a weakness. You said carpal tunnel, and you said,
Yes.
okay, this will not stop me.
It won't.
It will not stop me. It was a minor hurdle, right? At
Now, I
least
know
a
I couldn't continue to do nails,
Right.
but I was like, I can teach.
I can teach.
I can teach.
Keep the bread coming in.
Right.
Yes, keep the bread coming in. It's exactly, and it's coming. So I feel good. I teach all day. It's something I love to do, and it's for my community.
That was
more
my
so.
question. Like, do you love to do it?
I love
that makes
teaching.
a difference.
I teach at Concord High School, Go Raiders.
Okay.
Full time during the day, and in the evening I teach at my own school. So it's something I have a passion for.
Okay.
Wow. So you are busy, that's for sure.
I am.
Beaver.
I am. I
That's
love it
what's
though.
up. So what are the kids learning other than like nails? Are they learning like self-confidence?
Self-confidence. I offer something that a lot of other schools don't offer, and that's the business aspect. I teach my students how to get a business license, the marketing and the networking area. A lot of other schools don't teach that, so I include that into my curriculum that I had to make myself.
That's really valuable.
So, yes.
No, Monique, that's very valuable that you teach them how to get a business license because you want them to do it correctly.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And be respected amongst their peers and their colleagues in the business world. And I think that's so valuable that you offer and teach that and make that at the top of the curriculum because you don't learn that in school.
It's important to do things the legal way when doing nails because you have a lot of unlicensed people doing nails and that backfires on you. So ultimately you might not even be able to get a nail license.
Right,
so,
eventually catches up to you.
Yes, so you have to do it the legal way and that's what I'm doing.
So what other programs do you offer?
So right now I'm just offering nail technician and nail instructor, but I'm looking to expand into a full cosmetology school because I am approved by the Board of Education as a total cosmetology school.
Better go. I'm like I'm in church. You better go.
So I'm looking to, I need aesthetics instructors, cosmetology instructors. I'm looking to expand. If I find those instructors, I can offer more programs. It's just, I started with what I was licensed with, and I'm a licensed nail instructor.
And it'll grow.
Absolutely.
It'll definitely grow.
Well, if I'm correct, 3 months, right?
Yes.
3 months.
We are on the 8th week. The
Brand
nail
new.
class
This
is
is only the
15
beginning.
weeks, 8 weeks in. So my students will be done in June. There's a exam schedule in July, so they're licensed by the end of the summer.
So when they're finished,
To get them, I prep them and help them with board exams. There's a theory and a practical that they have to take in the summer, so I prep them for that. I'm looking for a 100% pass rate starting this summer. But I do assist them with finding jobs. A lot of them want to have their own business, so a lot of them are working towards entrepreneurship. In the future, I like to have a salon where my students, once they graduate, they can go work and be employed. So
That's good.
I'm looking to connect that all
That's
together.
very smart. Yeah, you're teaching them the skills to, yes, grow and thrive and be successful.
Absolutely.
But it would be so helpful if you have a job right here after you graduate.
Yes.
And what better person to work for than their instructor, which I think
Who
that
else
is
but me?
right, exactly. So and it gives them that confidence to continue to want to be successful. So what are the steps for enrollment? What, if someone's interested in joining your academy, could you paint that picture for us?
Yes, so if someone's interested in joining my academy, we are accepting enrollment and registration now. Classes start in June. You have to be 16 years or older, completed the 10th grade. If you are completing this June, you still can be accepted, so don't let that hold you back. But 16 years or older, complete the 10th grade or higher, and I need a transcript coming straight from the school that you graduated from to my school. We can talk payment plans, everything is laid out. We can make it a schedule that works for both of us.
So you have a flexibility.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
key.
Oh, wow.
I offer nail kits. Everything comes 100% from me. You wouldn't have to purchase anything from outside. I offer the textbooks, the nail curriculum, everything.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it. No barriers.
No.
Yes,
Jeez.
and no excuses either because you make it simple and flexible
Yes.
for these young teens that maybe they're not sure what they want to do,
Absolutely.
but I think it's such an incredible skill to acquire
Yeah.
so they can maybe continue to pursue education, go to college, and still do this on the side.
Absolutely.
Very good skill to acquire. So tell us a little bit about your items that you brought with us, if you don't mind.
So I now have my own line of base coat and top coat gel polish.
Okay, so we're selling our own products now.
Yes,
Wow.
I'm trying.
Wow.
So I've been working on this for about a year, but I just solidified it in December. It's a base coat and a top coat. It's gel. Why mine is so special is because typically with the top coat, it comes, if you get your nails done and you get gel, typically it has a sticky top coat that you have to wipe off.
You know about that?
Yeah, I do get I get a mayonnaise patty.
And you use gel.
Yeah, I just don't nothing on my feet.
Why not your feet?
Why not your feet?
I ain't putting no gel on my feet.
How?
No
do you know
polish,
the saying is you take care of your feet, they take care of you.
I take care of them, but I ain't polishing them up. Now my fingers, I get the clear gel on the fingers, you rock out, but not the toes.
So my top coat is a no white top coat. This gel lays like butter, and you do not have to wipe the top coat. It is a nice thick layer. It's on my website, royalnailacademy.com. You can purchase it there.
How much already?
$12.
Boom. There you go.
You can buy it as a set together for $21.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm so proud of you. I'm just like, congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I know what it's like, having an idea, a dream, and then have to make a pivot in the middle of disaster.
Yes.
And then you come out here like, no, look, this is what I like to do. I'm going to do this forever.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what,
and you have incredible merchandise, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great
Thanks to my mother.
Yeah.
My mother is a big help on getting all
We
the
love our
merchandise.
moms.
We love
what we do
our
without our
moms.
moms.
This is a mother's show.
Right. What would we do without our
Shout
mothers?
out to Carmen.
Aw, love you, Carmen.
I have some credit card tabs here. You have longer nails, so this is something you would put on your card so you're not digging inside your wallet to pull your credit card out,
that's
or you're
smart.
not trying to jam it into the gas thing and pull it out. So you can put a tab on it.
Very clever.
It'll remind you of me. It has my logo on there, my number. You can reach me if you need be. And I have a few keychains.
No, this is great. I love that you are taking every step necessary to grow your brand, grow your company, which I love. I mean, this is great. I hope I get to try this.
She comes with gifts.
Royal Spa Nail. Oh, this is
Thank
great.
you so much. Thank you.
There's a shirt in there for each of you.
Thank you.
Some business cards, keychains.
This is so
nail
beautiful.
tabs.
I'm going to be, now, my question is, does the shirt fit?
Now, you might have the opposite shirt, but I got one for you. It should fit you.
I got an XL. What you got? Because I'm going to be outside watering my grass in a purple nail shirt.
What are you talking about? This is going to be, don't you know?
I'm going to stop all traffic.
You better. It's my girl nail school.
Right.
Don't you know that large tees are in right now?
I have a bigger one over
Don't worry
there if
about
you
it,
need
girl.
it.
No,
Okay.
this is his.
Is that it?
right here. Let's just switch it. It uncovered Vincenza completely. Like, this is I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
We wish
Big
you.
enough. She wasn't talking to Najee. How you doing?
Najee, I'll take that
bring
t-shirt.
the
Thank
biggest
you.
one you got. Right?
Yep, that's what she said.
Well, we wish you so much luck.
Yeah.
We wish
Thank
you
you,
so
I
much
appreciate it.
continued success.
Yes.
And thank you for continuing to inspire and educate our youth.
Yeah.
Because that's what's the most important thing. And I think, I truly believe that gives you purpose.
It does.
And that's why you put your whole heart into this. I mean, this is
Thank you,
amazing.
guys.
I love this.
Doesn't following your dreams feel great?
Yes,
It feels
thank you.
awesome.
Thank
It feels
you.
It feels
amazing.
great.
Yes.
Follow your dream. That's today's message today.
I
Follow
love
your
it.
dream.
Follow your dream. No. My saying is don't follow them, stalk them.
Stalk them.
Stalk your dream.
Yeah.
I like that
And
one.
make
better.
sure you go here. Check out here.
Wait, look.
Dope.
Let me get my shirt.
This was real nice. This was a real awesome interview. I like it.
I like this one.
All right, make sure you go to the website. What's the website again?
RoyalNailAcademy.com. You can get all your updates, school updates. You can purchase items.
And get the nail gel.
Yes.
Yes, $12.
$12. All right, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
All
guys.
right,
Appreciate
we'll be
it.
right back after this message. Nick Alessandrini is up, DETV Sports. Talk about the Delaware Blue Coats winning the championship.
Wow.
Well, we've been rocking with the Delaware Blue Coats for a minute. I mean, when they were the 87ers.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back to DETV. Good morning, Wilmington. I'm your host, Big Ive, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Vincenza, and we've just been having a awesome time meeting some amazing people that's doing great things in Delaware.
Right.
And without further ado, we got Nick Alessandrini, our own DETV sports analyst here, to talk about the Delaware Blue Coats. What's up, bro?
Ivan, Vincenza, it's a pleasure to be with you up here this morning.
Of
I'm an
course.
avid GMW watcher, so now getting the opportunity to join you guys here, I'm thrilled, and we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. It's been a great week here in Wilmington.
Well, fill us in, man. It, like you said, it has been. And special shout out to 302 Sports. I want to give them some love because they're definitely dope as well, covering the sports. But on G League, what you think, bro?
I'm telling you, Ivan, a lot of us had the luxury of being there Tuesday night for the G League Finals, Game 1 at the Chase Fieldhouse for our Delaware Blue Coats. And unfortunately, if we were to rewind to last year, we were in that same position. Didn't work out the way maybe we had hoped. The Blue Coats dropping that tough one at home at the Chase Fieldhouse in front of that huge crowd to lose that championship to the Vipers. Got a chance to see them celebrate on our home floor. So not the best 2022 season, but what a 2023 season. Redemption for the Delaware Blue Coats.
I like that.
They take it back. They get the championship, a 2-0 sweep of the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, the team that beat them the last couple years. So it's been a great week. They get the Game 1 win here Tuesday. Then they go on the road, and they're able to celebrate on their home floor in Texas on Thursday. So as I said a little bit earlier, a little redemption for the Delaware Blue Coats to cap off a phenomenal season.
That's so awesome.
It was.
I've never been to a game.
Are you serious?
I still have not.
We're gonna have to get you over there. That's
I've never been to a game yet.
Oh, you got to get you there.
I think last year, we got to get you there, Vincenza. We have to get you there. So I really got to go.
Well, Nick and Jason and Matt covered the live pregame, postgame, halftime show. What was that? What was the stadium like that night?
That was fantastic. I mean, talk about star-studded. The Stars were out in Wilmington at the Fieldhouse on Tuesday. Nate Burleson from Good Morning America. We've got Good Morning Wilmington here. Nate Burleson from Good Morning America had a chance to join us. We had a chance to chat with him a little bit before the game. His brother is actually the head coach of the Vipers, so the team the Blue Coats were going up against. So we didn't hold it against him. He was a great interview. He was great to talk to, just a happy guy all around. Great to see him there. George Carl, the father of the Delaware Blue Coats head coach Kobe Carl. His dad, a longtime coach in the NBA with the Denver Nuggets. You know, everybody knows George Carl. He was there, so he was sitting courtside to see his son lead the way for the Delaware Blue Coats. I mean, the list goes on and on. Just a phenomenal night on Tuesday, and now we'll see if we can keep that going as they try to defend that championship in the years to come.
Yeah. What was last Saturday's game like?
Oh, it was so Thursday is when they wrapped it up on the road.
Yeah, Thursday when they wrapped it up.
Again, they had that 1-0 series lead, so you're kind of thinking, let's hope they wrap it up, because if not, we got to come back to our place on Sunday, and then it's a winner take all. So I know we talked to Alex and some of the guys on Tuesday, like, hey, let's take care of business on the road on Thursday, and they did just that. A little bit tight late down the stretch, a huge block by Lewis King to seal the deal. Jaden Springer was named the MVP. Him and Mac McGlung, a phenomenal backcourt job they did in the finals and throughout the season, and they were holding that trophy. And then we got a special event coming up tonight as well. It was announced earlier today. They are going to celebrate the Delaware Blue Coats and that championship in Freedom Plaza at 4 o'clock. in front of a
Are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
You going to interview him?
Hey, let's do what we can, right? Let's do what we can. So it's going to be fun. If you can, if you're watching now, make sure you get out here if you're able to. 4 o'clock today here in Wilmington. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, my man. Nick, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on, and hopefully I'll be back sometime.
You'll be back. Nick is like the sports almanac, as you can see.
Very
I saw you.
I was like, wow, I'm learning so much already.
That's what I'm here for. So
but that's why you're on the DETV team.
I'm trying to tell you.
You got the best of the best.
We got the all-star, baby.
I love it.
We're going to get our chip this year. So look, thank you so much for tuning in. We have some amazing guests here, and I'm so happy that I had time, that God allowed me time and space to share with them. Because you might be watching from home, but they definitely did something to Vincenza and I, inspired us to be great and to do more within our city. What did you think?
I love it. I love that we have so many influential leaders in our city. Like I said earlier in the show, we are lucky.
Yeah.
Yes, we give them an opportunity to shine and talk about their respected organizations and what they're doing out in the community, but we feel so fortunate that we get to be a part of that and be in the same space. So thank you for all those that joined us today, and thank you for joining us here on Good Morning Wilmington. And make sure you tune in next Monday, 10 a.m. on the Plaza, as always, with Ivan and I.
Good morning, Wilmington.